the Padres win. Mauer power. He comes in and gets it done in the ninth. The Padres win the home opener. 7-6 over the Giants. Welcome to the broadcast booth here at Petco Park. Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres baseball. And boy, that was a lot of fun yesterday.
Small ball, long ball, we had a ball. It was certain electricity here at the ballpark. Hopefully it carries over tonight.
Big part of yesterday's victory was the guy at the top of the order, Manuel Margot, with not one but 2 home runs.
Boston's loss, San Diego's gain. Manuel Margot saw a little bit last year, but he is fun to watch. He's got a lot of tools. I mean, this is the futures game. Just getting to this baseball, having to worry about the wall, then making the grab. Speed is something you can bring to the ballpark each and every day, and a little power to go along with it. The one thing I like about yesterday, he crushed mistakes out of the hand of Matt Cain. You know, the home run really isn't the story for Manuel Margot, but still, what he has to offer is 2 or 3 things that can really help this ball club, and I love his energetic style after the victory yesterday.
Today, the Padres have to deal with Madison Bumgarner, who seems to be getting better every year.
Wow, he's like a fine wine. It's in San Francisco, up near the wine country. You take a look at last season, highest of career, the strikeouts per 9, lowest ERA. This kid is just a stud, and I say a kid because he is still only 27. Seems like he's been in the league for 15 years, doesn't it? 14 career home runs also, so don't forget about the bat. Even though he's batting 9th home run in Arizona, 2 of them, count them, still tied for first in the National League in that category. So he is a guy to be reckoned with, not only on the mound, but also at the bat. You cannot shut your toolbox when he's at the plate.
Yesterday, the Padres were very aggressive, swinging a lot of first pitches. It worked very well. The first pitch punch, an aggressive start. Bob Scanlon will discuss when we return after this. By Honda. Hurry into the Honda Dream Garage sales event today. By Petco, your complete pet store with all the nutrition, supplies, and services you need. By Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's, proud partner of the San Diego Padres. and by Buick.
Oh, we talked about Manny Margot and the big splash he made with the long ball yesterday, but it was a familiar face, Yangervis Solarte, that actually drove in the game winner yesterday. He had 5 at-bats yesterday. You know how many pitches that he saw? 5. The guy is not afraid to go after the first pitch. In fact, he had those 2 singles, and he had the game-winning double on the first pitch. Here it is. First pitch fastball down and in. He hits it up the middle. In his next at-bat to drive in a run, again he hits the ball back up the middle. All said and done, when you go back to last year, on first pitch, Yangervis Solarte has hit .382, so it sort of bucks the whole tradition of, hey, you've got to be patient, you've got to wait for your pitch. Yeah, you have to be patient, but there are times where your best pitch is the very first pitch that you get offered, and Yangervis Solarte showed that again last night. Now, what's interesting in talking to him about that approach, he said, there was a time in his career where he never swung at the first pitch. He said, oftentimes I was getting off-speed pitches, I was rolling over. It wasn't until he figured out that, especially with runners on base, if he just tries to hit the ball right back up the middle, that he could get those base hits. Now he's not afraid to go for that first pitch, and it's been a huge weapon for him and can be for the others as well. Yangervis Solarte hoping to take that against Bumgarner. Right now, we're going to see Jhoulys Chacín. It's his challenge to make a comeback in game number 2. Off speed is going to be the big thing for him tonight. First pitch coming up. Padres, Giants, right here on Fox Sports San Diego.
The picture-perfect swing from Manuel Margot. And with one swing of the bat, Yangervis Solarte puts the Flyers ahead. They struck him out, the Padres win!
Quite a home opener yesterday for the Padres. They hope that same kind of momentum can carry over into tonight. Jhoulys Chacín and the Padres take the field for their second game at home this season and trying to make it 2 in a row. Another beautiful night here tonight in San Diego, as it's time now for the weather report, brought to you by your always sunny San Diego Honda dealers. 63 degrees as we get it started here tonight with a breeze northwest at 15 miles per hour, and the forecast is partly cloudy. A lot of blue skies above the stadium, and sun is setting off to the right here in San Diego. Let's check out the visiting San Francisco Giants starting 9 for Bruce Bochy. Denard Span will be in center field, leading it off with Brandon Belt at first base. He's been red hot. Hunter Pence in right field back in there, as is Buster Posey doing the catching. with Brandon Crawford at shortstop. It is Eduardo Nunez back at third base. Joe Panik at second base with Jarrett Parker in left field batting eighth. And Madison Bumgarner, who's as dangerous offensively as anybody in that lineup, especially lately. He's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs to begin the year. Jhoulys Chacín on the mound tonight for the Padres.
Well, the thing that's terrible about being a starter is that if you don't have the best outing your first time, you got to wait 4 or 5 days. Well, hopefully Chacín can bounce back. The scouting report looks something like this. Boy, if he can keep the ball in the yard, that'd be nice. And throw off speed, hits pitches, 4 strikes. But he has to command the fastball early in order to set up that breaking ball. Fastball's away for strikes, then throw that slider down and wait. They will off-red it because they think it's going to be a strike.
Well, Jhoulys Chacín has been waiting, chomping at the bit to get back out there on the mound after that first outing. 3 1/3, 8 hits, 9 runs. Walked 2, struck out 2. And ready for his second start in a Padres uniform. In is Denard Span. He is back in the lineup tonight for the Giants, and they're glad to see him. First pitch of the ball game misses inside for ball 1. The regular leadoff hitter back in the lineup. He's been out of the lineup for the past 4 games with a sore left hip. Used as a pinch hitter here yesterday. Same hip that was surgically repaired in 2015. Doesn't think it is related to his past problem. Nevertheless, it is the same hip. Big part of what the Giants do, and he's back in there tonight. Slaps it foul to the screen and is down 1-2.
And Bruce Bochy's one of those managers that likes to have that veteran presence in the lineup, and a lot of continuity with this Giants club over the last handful of years. But when you make Denard Span one of your go-to guys, especially in the leadoff spot, you know, that'll help his club tremendously.
Got a tough start this year to the Giants, as they have gotten off to a 1-4 start heading into tonight's action. On the ground, and it is a foul ball just outside the line, and that was close. I know you spent some time today with Bruce Bochy. How are his
he told me
right now?
He told me regular lineup, and he said he thinks they'll be okay, like any manager would. He says no really big concerns, and I asked him about Denard Span. He said it's really not a big issue. He just wanted to give him some time. And Hunter Pence, he said yesterday, he just needed a day. He wanted to give Hunter Pence a day off, but he's one of the best. Big Bo.
Regular lineup back in there. Span, Pence, and Posey all in the lineup tonight. Ball and 2 strikes here to Denard Span. And a grounder softly hit towards Solarte. First out here, the ball game goes 4-3. Let's check out the Padres defensively, brought to you by your San Diego County Ford dealers. Left to right across the outfield, Jabari Blash in left, getting his first start of the year. Manuel Margot in center, Hunter Renfroe in right. Luis Sardinez at third base, getting his first start, as is Alan Cordoba. It is Yangervis Solarte at second, Will Myers at first, and Austin Hedges doing the catching for Jhoulys Chacín.
Now, let's not forget about Cordoba. 2013, 2014, Dominican Summer League with the Cardinals. 2015 Gulf Coast League with the Cardinals. 2016 last year Johnson City rookie ball. Now he's in the big leagues.
First major league start for him here today is Brandon Belt golfs at foul. He had quite a day yesterday. 3 home runs on the year, and 2 of them came yesterday. One was a grand slam.
Yeah, that was a breaking ball that was right in the swing path of Brandon Belt. That is something. It doesn't mean you can't throw him a breaking ball. It just has to be spotted perfectly, and then he's all over the Ryan Booker fastball. Manuel Margot running out of real estate. Now the breaking ball for a strike, crushed it. The fastball, he got up on top. I think a hitter like Belt, especially a right-handed pitcher, I think a good changeup might tie him up and give him some trouble.
3 home runs, 7 runs batted in, and a fly ball to shallow left has Blash coming in, won't catch it. Heading for second is Belt, throw there, not in time. In the air a long time, Blash was coming in, Cordoba going out, and that falls in between them.
I don't know whether Blash broke back, held his ground, couldn't see it or what, but that ball is up in the air too long not to be caught. Tough break for Chassin. Cordoba is out of the equation with his back, his name and number to the infield. Kind of tough to tell what kind of read Jabari got on that fly ball, but that's a ball that's got to be caught.
Double instead for Brandon Belt, who's at second base. And it brings up Hunter Pence. All kinds of energy in that batter's box for Pence. The open stance. And he'll take ball one.
Keep an eye on the two-seam location of that fastball from Jhoulys Chassin this evening.
Breeze right now kind of swirling inside Petco Park, but in and left to right and constantly changing. As Pence badly fooled on that breaking ball.
That's somewhat of a signature pitch from Jhoulys Chassin, the slider. Pence working ahead right and really opening up that front shoulder, the front hip.
That's fooled again, kind of backing out of the way this time, and it picks up the corner for a strike. 1-2.
That was right down the middle. This breaking ball literally fools. I mean, he's doing the Michael Jackson moonwalk in the box. Did you see that?
He was on his way out. Pence came off the bench to pinch hit in the 9th inning in yesterday's game, and back in there starting tonight.
I would have to think, if I were a hitting coach teaching kids how to hit, I would not endorse how to set up and swing like Hunter Pence. I'm not. It's good for him because he's been doing it for so long, right?
But you wouldn't teach it that way.
No, I don't think I'd teach it that way. But he is a good hitter. We all know that. Record proves that.
He's fun to watch.
He is.
Kind of an emergency swing there, trying to get a piece. Threw the bat at it, fouled it off.
He brings a lot to the club, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
The dugout, the clubhouse. Wants to play every day like a lot of these guys do. Here's the emergency swing.
Just threw it at him.
That's the old hit and run swing, trying to stay alive. And of course the pants. Look at the knickers.
That's right up over the knee.
Above the knees. He's ready for the golf course.
All kinds of energy. We're at second, one down. Pence waiting on a 2-2 pitch from Chassin. And Chassin got him. Gets away from Hedges, so he's got to throw him out. He does. For the second out of the inning. First strikeout for Jhoulys Chassin.
Perfect example of showing that you don't need to throw Hunter Pence a strike. It's a slider, expanding the zone, and especially after the last one he swung at, right? He threw his bat, he fouled it off. Why not go right back out there? Good game plan from Chassin.
So 2 down, Belt at second base, and it brings up Buster Posey. Off to a 4-for-14 start. Works out to be 286 with an RBI so far for Posey. Nick Hundley got his first start behind the dish here yesterday doing the catching. But Posey back out there again tonight for the Giants. Good numbers against Chassin for Posey. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and a strike. Late swing, fouled off outside first for Buster Posey. And Chassin jumps ahead. Well, for Jhoulys Chassin, give up a career 9 runs. Never given up 9 runs. 3 1/3 innings last time out. Ended up being a 14-3 loss. That was on opening day against the Dodgers, and one that he would like to forget. With another tough lineup tonight in the San Francisco Giants. We're at second with 2 down and a 1-2. Close but outside. First start for him as a Padre here at Petco Park. Third career start in San Diego. Last time he had pitched here was on opening day as the ace for the Colorado Rockies. Grounded to short. Cordoba on the backhand. Long throw. Gets it there in plenty of time. So Chassin out of the first unscathed. Padres are coming up. Another great crowd on hand here for game 2 of the home schedule as the Padres are coming up here in the last of the first inning. The Padres lineup brought to you by Toyota. Andy Green starting 9 has Manuel Margot in center field. Will Myers at first base. Yangervis Solarte at second base with Hunter Renfroe in right. Jabari Blash getting his first start after being called up from El Paso in left. Luis Sardinez at third base with Austin Hedges doing the catching. Alan Cordoba, his first major league start. And Jhoulys Chacín doing the pitching, batting out of the 9th spot for the Padres. Madison Bumgarner on the mound tonight for the Giants.
3-time world champion, 4-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger, World Series MVP. Other than that, the guy stinks. Anyway, he challenges.
Now that's a scouting report.
He challenges hitters, and this guy can rake. I mean, this is a guy, and we talk about him quite a bit, obviously, from being in the division. This is a guy you want on your club, and the Giants have the mentality when he toes the slab, it's win day. And the numbers and the record prove that. He's a horse, but he can be beaten. And the Padres have done okay against Madison Bumgarner.
26 years old. Seems like he's been around forever. First round draft choice by the Giants, 10th overall in 07. Manuel Margot, the big day yesterday. 2 home runs for Margot. As he'll take a pitch inside and he jumps ahead here 2-0. Bumgarner becoming the first pitcher in Major League history to hit 2 home runs on opening day. There's 2 of these 7 home runs the Giants have as a team. Back up the middle into center field. Manuel Margot got himself a single. He's thinking 2 as he heads to second, and the throw will get away. Nice aggressive base running by Manuel Margot. He was thinking double out of the box, and he's at second base.
That's heads up, and that's what Andy Green expects from his Padres. Look at this. This is a ground ball towards the left center field gap, right? He gets the first, and he turns on the afterburners. Stay on the bag. Throw offline. And what a way to start off the bottom half of the first.
So Margot in scoring position, setting the table here for Will Myers. Myers off to a very good start, 7 for 21 at .333 for the Padres first baseman. In there for strike 1.
Mentioned how the Padres have done well against Madison Bumgarner the last 3 times. A loss, and no decision. 6 innings, 6+ in 6 innings. for Bumgarner, and anywhere from 4 to 5 runs. Oh, that hurt. That got the umpire.
Paul Emmel working the plate tonight for the umpires. Get him on the arm. Mr. Posey checking on him. A professional courtesy is look at the crew tonight. Paul Emmel just got the foul tip. Brian O'Nora at first base. Quinn Walcott at second. And Chris Siegel is the umpire at third. Myers gets that back foot out of the way.
And that's that breaking ball that he hopes that hitters will swing over the top of, trying to aim for that back hook. That was a bigger sweeper. I think he's got a shorter one. He's got a shorter breaking ball. It has a more look of a fastball than that big sweeping curveball.
Garner certainly had an eventful opening day. Didn't figure in the decision on opening day, but a perfect game into the 6th inning against the Diamondbacks. Myers grounds one softly left side, charging from third. Nunez throw to first, very close, but Myers is out. And taking third on the play is Margot. Myers really beat it on down that first base line and almost beat that out.
Yeah, big strides from the big fella. He got jammed, broke his bat. Full swing and a little dribbler down the line. And how close is it? Maybe gets him by a half step. Oh, maybe a quarter step. Big fella getting down the line quickly.
No challenge by the Padres, and Yangervis Solarte standing in on the right side. Fouls it back and swing at that first pitch as he did 5 times yesterday.
So 6 at-bats the last 2 days, 6 pitches. Swinging at that first offering.
And it's working out. First 5 games of the year hitting at .350. Go at third with 1 out here in the Padres' bottom of the 1st inning. That one almost got him. It did get him. So Solarte down to first base, just kept coming in on him. Hit batsman here with 1 away.
That's a high slider. Buster Posey wanted it up, and it just gets the jersey.
Bochy on the phone, make sure that it did indeed raise that jersey and get him. So 1st and 3rd with 1 away, and he'll bring up Hunter Renfroe.
Got to get a run here. Have to get a run.
5 for 20 for Renfroe so far, and that's a ball outside. Garner ended up with a no decision on opening day. Gave up 3 runs in 7 innings, had 11 strikeouts. And when he left the game, it was 4-3, but again, the bullpen did not help him out. We talked about it yesterday. The Giants have given up the lead 8 times. The bullpen has really had a tough beginning to the season, and that includes their closer, Mark Melancon. Not easy for Dave Righetti to watch so far this season. We saw it yesterday. The bullpen did not help him out.
See both coaches giving signs. Boch was given a sign. Righetti gave a sign.
Line down the left field line to the corner. That's going to get in, and one hop the wall. Margot will score. Solarte to third. It's an RBI double for Hunter Renfroe, and it's a 1-0 Padres lead.
Now we talk about left-handed pitchers to right-handed hitters and the breaking ball. You've got to be careful, because if it's in that swing path, it speeds up the bat. And he catches it out front, pulls it down the line, but stays back just enough. And there's the spinner. So on contact, that's middle in. I think Bumgarner wanted to get it in a little bit more, and Hunter Renfroe makes him pay. Body was drifting out a little bit, but keeping his hands back enough to power that ball down the left field line.
2nd and 3rd, and now Jabari Blash will take a pitch up. Blash came off the bench yesterday and has returned to the Padres, coming up from El Paso. Last year, in 38 games, had 3 home runs. Blash coming off a pretty good spring for the Padres.
Don't get too froggy here on a pitch that is off the plate. 2-0. Let it be there.
Fouls it back. Defensively for the Giants. Left to right in the outfield, Jared Parker, Denard Span, Hunter Pence. Third to first, Eduardo Nunez, Brandon Crawford, Joe Panik, and Brandon Belt. Buster Posey back there doing the catching for Madison Bumgarner. Second and third, one out, a run in. Up high again. That's what Bumgarner has been missing here to Blash. 3-1.
Pitcher like Bumgarner is not sharp early. Got to get to him. And as Andy Green has stated before, Don, I think you heard him say this the other day as we take a look at the career against the Padres. Andy Green says, you know what? Try to forget who's pitching out there. Just see the ball, react to it, try to hit it, rather than in your mind, oh my gosh, I'm facing Madison Bumgarner.
Well, he walks Jabari Blash, and Dave Righetti's going to pay a visit to the mound.
Sometimes, and this is from talking to Dave Righetti and to Bruce Bochy about Madison Bumgarner, sometimes he can, his top half of his body can get too much of a swivel rather than going towards home plate. You know, Bumgarner, he throws across his body like, you know, he'll like this, right? Sometimes he gets, in fact, Bumgarner's even said it in articles where he'll get too swivelly like this rather than staying behind the baseball and going towards home plate this way. So when he starts getting too much like this, that's when he starts running into trouble. That might be one of the reasons why the big Ragu wanted to have a visit with him.
Yeah, it looked like there a lot of pitches were up at that point, too.
And a good point, because when that happens, Don, you work underneath the baseball a little bit and you work up in the zone.
Well, Blash saw a few of those. He ends up working a walk, and the base is now loaded.
So too much side to side rather than up and down, I guess, is an easy way to put it.
Luis Sardinez. Good look at that delivery and see what you see.
He stays over the rubber nicely, and then the upper half sometimes goes too much side to side rather than up to down.
Bases filled with Padres as Sardinez pops it up. Foul ground, Belt going as far as he can over by the stands, and he'll make the catch right at the wall, and he'll fire homeward. Nobody going anywhere, and the bases remain loaded. It's a big out for Bumgarner. 2 down.
It was a fastball up again. Flash look from Belt. Fans stayed out of the way. That is a big out.
So 2 down brings up Austin Hedges. Well, if you can get to Bumgarner in the first, you're doing yourself a real favor, because you know he's going to settle in. Hedges looking for that elusive first hit. It's a fly ball to left field, playable for Jerry Parker out there in left. And he'll put it away. So the Padres do get a run in the first. After one, it is 1-0.
think what you want the hallmark of this team to be is resiliency. That's what I want it to be. I want it to be a group of young guys, and no matter what happens on a given day, they show up the next day with the expectation to win a baseball game, and they bounce back from tough at-bats and tough defeats, and they come back expecting to win the next day. And, like, you don't really foster that environment if you don't come from behind a few times.
That's Andy Green talking about last night's victory, a good one for this young ball club. And you have to keep in mind also, it was a come-from-behind victory. It took the Padres 34 games last year to be able to come from behind after trailing in the 6th inning. They did it in the very first game at home this year. And bear in mind also the importance of Brandon Maurer coming in and slamming the door to make sure the boys get the win. Don, back to you.
All right, Bob, thanks very much. Here's Cordoba from short, tough throw, but Myers able to pick it. Nicely done. That was not easy. Myers had a good play digging that out for the first out here, and Brandon Crawford retired to begin the 2nd inning.
The no-look pick by Will Myers. This ball's got some funky English, but right at the belt buckle. Okay, now, hey, Rocky, watch me pull the rabbit out of my hat. That was a nice pick. Picking up his shortstop, saving him an error.
Bullwinkle?
Yeah.
Took me a minute.
Some of the best cartoon you ever see.
Yeah.
The best. Very underrated.
One down here in the 2nd inning. The fact that I struggle with that reference means that Will Myers would have no idea what we were talking
exactly.
about.
Exactly. Yeah. We're talking maybe 3 generations.
Yep. Eduardo Nunez will take the strike.
Well, key for Chacin, we mentioned it, the 2-seamer with the action down. Use the grass. Let the infielders work for you. That slider is a nice pitch as well.
Nunez, who started at third base yesterday, back there again today.
Nice. Looked like a bigger break, almost maybe a curveball or just a bigger slider from Chacin. Let's call it a slider.
Nunez, 29 years of age. 6th opening day roster for Nunez. First time it's been with the Giants. It's acquired by the Giants from the Twins at the trade deadline last year.
Bruce Bochy really likes Nunez a lot. You know, he kind of compared him to a Ben Zobrist type player.
Wow.
You can put him at second, you can put him at third. Very good defensively. You can put him in the outfield. Very athletic.
Kind of a slow start to the spring. He didn't get on the field for a while during spring training due to some right shoulder soreness. Had a cortisone shot. Sore right shoulder. March 21st. Was off a few days and started playing in the field the last week of spring training, and now been playing at third base for the Giants. Chop back to Chacin. Soft toss. Little bloop. 2 down. Let's time out for the Arco top tier player profile, and it is Jhoulys Chacin.
Oh, he likes the Gantes. Nice ERA, and that's a good sample size. 27+ frames. Low on the walks and not bad on the strikeouts, but the big picture, only 126 average. And I'll bet you a dime to donuts that the sinker was working, the slider was working like it is early on tonight.
2 down, 4 in a row, retired by Chacin. And here's Joe Panik. Panik, who led off yesterday's game, is now batting 7th in the order and started second base for the Giants. Strike call, 1-1. It's the first time yesterday that Panik has ever led off in the majors. Art Span back in that capacity where he will be on a regular basis for the Giants now that he is healthy again. A 1-2. Line down the right field line, foul. He jumped up off the warning track, and a nice grab by that gentleman down the right field line.
That's a nice seat there, the corner seat.
Yeah. Gibson, 2-2. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Hey, remember yesterday? They executed some plays. Fly balls, move runners, safety squeeze. Continue to execute and avoid the bum K. Hey, if you swing early, you swing early, but avoid the strikeout from Madison Bumgarner. And so far, with 1 inning in the books for San Diego, no strikeouts.
He's got the bat ready to go, Bumgarner, in case it gets up to him. He is a guy who is a real threat. 2 home runs on opening day. There's a fly ball headed out towards center field. Manuel Margot will jog in and take care of out number 3. Inning and a half done tonight from San Diego. Padres lead it 1-0.
To the bottom of the 2nd inning, Hunter Pence covering right field for the Giants so far tonight. And a good thing the Giants were knocked out of the playoffs early last year. It allowed Hunter and his fiance to have a little Halloween fun. Hunter Halloween. Yep, Napoleon Dynamite. Mud, I know you love the lookalikes. There's a real one on the right. On the left-hand side was Hunter Pence and his fiance having some fun. Guys, back to you.
Pretty close, huh?
Oh, it's spot on. And every time I see something from Napoleon Dynamite, I want to start playing tetherball for some reason.
Hey, Mud.
And I want to eat tater tots. Yeah, what's up, Scan?
How about Buster Posey? Did you ever look at him as he's giving signs back there with his mouth open a little bit? I think he's got a little Napoleon Dynamite in him himself.
Oh, good call. I like that. That's a good call. That's on everybody's homework this week. At some point, you have to watch Napoleon Dynamite and have make a quesadilla and go feed the llama. Tina.
Alan Cordoba will ground this foul outside of third.
Done. I know the answer to this question. I'm going to ask you anyway. Have you ever seen Napoleon Dynamite?
No.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Should I?
Mud, don't forget to share your tater tots.
That's right.
Is this something I can Netflix?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. We are going
It's
on the road.
a different kind of humor now.
Yeah. Through the left side into left field, a base hit for Alan Cordoba. First major league hit for Cordoba. Get the baseball.
You bet. And not bad. First major league hit off Madison Bumgarner. A World Series MVP. A 4-time All-Star. It's a breaking ball. Looks like a little cut fastball maybe. Wanting to go the back door on the outside corner. Through the 5.5 hole for a base knock.
I got the baseball. Eric Ibar's got it in his hand right now. There They're charging from everywhere. Chassin pulls it back, takes a strike. Belt coming from first, Nunez from third, expecting him to bunt. Chassin in his 9th major league season. A 185 average, does have a home run to his credit. And the Giants are fully expecting him to bunt. And he is. Good one right in front of plate. Posey will throw him out.
Nice.
Panic covering. 2-4 on the sacrifice as Cordoba takes second base.
Textbook. Chassin putting on a clinic. And for the base runner at first base, Cordoba, as soon as that ball, you can see the trajectory of the ball off the bat. As soon as it's going down towards the grass or the dirt, you take off. Now, if it's in the air, that's when you get hung up. It can be a little dicey.
So 1 out, Cordoba at second base and in scoring position for Manuel Margot. Doubled and scored in the first inning. Grounder down the line at third, and the left into the corner. Around from second comes Cordoba. Padres will take a 2-0 lead. Margot is going to stop at second and go back to the bag. He was thinking 3. So a double and an RBI for Manuel Margot, and it's 2-0 San Diego.
Little cut fastball, trying to get in. Boy, Margot does a nice job. Watch his hands. His hands get close to the jersey, in between the pillow of Nunez. And that is some good hitting right there by Manuel Margot. Wow, the power yesterday, the extra bases again this evening. We got action.
Well, Bumgarner giving up a run in the first, a run in the second. Will Myers takes a pitch up and away, and again, Bumgarner has been up when he's missed.
Yep.
Myers grounded out to third base, and Eduardo Nunez in the first inning. Two and 0. Padres now with 4 hits in the game. Have a 2-0 advantage and looking for more here in the second inning. Walking lead right now for Margot, and there he goes, taking off for third, and Myers fouled it off.
Ooh.
Got a heck of a jump right there on Bumgarner.
Yeah, I think he would have gotten it.
Hopper 2 and on his way to third base trying to steal it. Bumgarner was not paying any attention to him at all. Of course, Margot has very good speed. Now Bumgarner going to pay attention to him as he spirals off the backside. Does it again. Better than 43,000 here yesterday. It looks like another fantastic crowd here again tonight. Swing and a miss from Myers. Healthy hack right there. Evens the count at 2-2.
Straight fastball outside half of the plate at 92. After seeing a healthy dose of spinners, whether they're cutters, sliders, curveballs, whatever, the 92-mile-an-hour heater sometimes can be a little tough to catch up to.
Myers fouls it off to the right and hangs tough here. Fastball at 92 that time from Bumgarner. To Renfroe with a double and an RBI in the first inning. Looking on as Bumgarner battling here in the second inning. Myers takes strike 3 over the outside corner. First strikeout for Madison Bumgarner of the night.
Looked like a backdoor cutter. Cutter, slider, call it whatever you want. There you see the rotation and gets that outside corner. Let's see if it gets in the strike zone there. Just a little bit outside, but he gets the call.
So 2 down for Yangervis Solarte.
So what's that tell you? Throwing a first pitch fastball, 2 of 11 batters. He's throwing off-speed stuff early.
Swinging again, lifts a fly ball to center field, playable for Denard Span. And that'll end the inning. But a good inning for the Padres offensively. Alan Córdoba gets his first major league hit. And then Manuel Margot drives him in to put the Padres on top 2-0. Back at Petco Park on a beautiful night. Great crowd on hand. A good start to this game for the Padres on top 2-0. J.D. Wicker is with us, San Diego State Athletic Director. Thanks for coming up. Appreciate it.
Appreciate
JD,
it,
welcome.
Don, Mark.
How are
Thank
you?
y'all very much. Doing well. It's great to be here.
You baseball fan?
I am a baseball fan.
Great venue, huh?
It is beautiful here. This is a wonderful venue, and excited to have an opportunity to be here tonight.
What is going on at San Diego State? Sounds like things are going pretty well athletically.
It's been a fantastic year. Started, with football. Had a great year. Back-to-back Mountain West Conference champions now. 7 straight bowl games. Beat Houston in the bowl game. Our men's soccer program had a great season. Beat the #1 team in the country at one point this year.
You know what? I look at your sports program on the Mesa, and I think of Rocky Long. Darn good coach.
Yes.
I think of Mark Martinez on the baseball side. I got to know Mark over the last handful of years, and 2 quality individuals leading young men in their particular sports.
I am fortunate to have great head coaches. Mark obviously does a wonderful job. Baseball is doing great this year. We're 22-10, I think, right now, and beat UCLA up at Lake Elsinore. And you've got Rocky, who's here for another 5 years. Steve Fisher is another great one. A lot of longtime coaches on our staff.
I forgot about Coach Fisher. Big fan.
Yes, we all are.
Yeah.
Well, a chance here to also, I guess, wear a couple of different hats for you, marketing and multimedia for the Aztecs as well.
Very excited to be partnering with Fox now going forward with the relationship, obviously, with Fox San Diego. And then what they're doing on their college side with schools like Auburn and USC. It's a great partnership to be a part of.
And existing partners include USC, Michigan State, Villanova, Georgetown, Auburn, and the Big East Conference. So that's pretty good.
Yes, absolutely, and you know, a great crew. They've just really gotten started, and you know, excited for what they're going to be able to do for Aztec Athletics.
They didn't miss by a lot.
I understand the football team, they're going to be hosting the Cardinal of Stanford, right?
We'll have Stanford here, nice. And then on the road at Arizona State. So we're playing 2 Pac-12 teams or Pac-12-ish teams over the next 6 years to go with our regular conference schedule. So we've tried to step up the schedule because we've got to compete with those guys. You know, we finished in the top 25 this year, so our goal now is you beat those guys consistently in the non-conference schedule, you're going to be in the top 25 consistently.
Of all the programs you got going right now, which do you think is, as this is a swing and a miss for strike 3, and Chacin picks up his second strikeout of the game. But what are you most excited about here heading into this next year for the Aztecs?
You know, football is obviously, you know, it's your bellwether, if you will. It's the big program, and we've had such good momentum. The Chargers are now gone, so we are the premier football program in San Diego, and we're starting to see that. We're getting a lot of Charger fans that are, you know, inquiring and purchasing season tickets. So we've seen a big spike in season tickets.
JD, talk about women's athletics, because, you know, let's face it, when you talk about athletics at the college level, it's always the football, baseball, basketball, whatever. But I hear the swim program there is great. Volleyball. Talk about some of the women's athletics they got there at State.
So our swimming program, you're right. They're very good. They competed at the NCAAs this year, scored points, which is a big thing. Our volleyball program is moving up. They had a great year this year. We're, you know, hopefully we can figure out a way to get into the NCAA tournament next year. Women's soccer is consistently at the top of the league. The last 2 years they've missed out on the NCAA tournament, losing on penalty kicks. I think so. They're doing really well. Softball is another really good one. I think 6 out of 7 years in the NCAA tournament. Our women's golf, both our golf programs are consistently in the NCAA tournament. So a lot of great programs on the Mesa.
Madison Bumgarner batting here. They are actually shifting against Bumgarner here. Mark, that is something you don't see every day. A shift on a pitcher. That's some respect.
Yeah, student body left on the infield.
Absolutely. You don't see pitchers hit home runs very often.
No. And he won't this time. He strikes out looking. That is the third strikeout for Chacin.
How's the chess team at San Diego State?
You know, the university as a whole is awesome. We continue to climb in the U.S. News and World Reports, and the institution itself continues to grow, and that's important for athletics. We need the institution to get better so that athletics can continue to get better as well. So it is it's a great time on the Mesa across the whole institution.
2 down here in the 3rd inning. Denard Span, the batter. J.D. Wicker joining us here in the booth from San Diego State, and you have been a number of other places before getting here to San Diego as well.
I was I took a brief respite back to the South. 17 months at Georgia Tech. I was at San Diego State here for 4 years. Prior to that, Washington State, where I got connected with Jim Sturk, who brought me here originally, a great mentor of mine, and some time at University of Georgia, Southern Miss. I'm a Mississippi State grad, so very excited to have Hunter Renfroe out in right field and playing well. So that's exciting.
And another Bulldog, famous Bulldog, played for the Giants, of course, Will Clark.
Yes, he did. So my older sister was in school with Will Clark. She used to see him out and about and at the ballpark.
2 down here in the 3rd inning. Denard Span battling. 2-1 the count, and Chacin so far, Mud, has seemed to be much better here in this outing than his first.
Yeah, pitching behind here 2-1, so let's see if he can even the count or get a weak fly ball or grounder. You know, Span, tough. He really can't hit. I shouldn't say that. He sometimes struggled with a good firm fastball, and if it's placed correctly, especially the inside part of the plate, tough to get that Shillelagh out in front to make some good solid contact, and he should get some good pitches to hit with Belt being on deck. So I would say challenge him with a good 2-seamer down the way here.
Now there's ball 4, a 2-out walk. JD, thanks very much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Guys, I appreciate it very much.
JD, pleasure.
Thank y'all.
All right.
Look forward to seeing y'all around.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. J.D. Wicker joining us, the athletic director for the Aztecs. Two down here in the inning. Denard Span at first base and Brandon Belt coming up. Belted a double in the first inning. The only hit so far for the Giants. Strike on the outside corner. Chassin has been behind here a little bit, and a chopper to first. Myers will tag the bag and end the inning. Nicely done. We are through 2.5 with the Padres on top 2-0. Trade brought to you by Ram Trucks.
Well, we're talking about Madison Bumgarner, and every pitcher makes mistakes, and it's capitalizing on those mistakes. This is last year, Will Myers, a little slider, cutter, outer half, and when Will Myers is swinging the bat extremely well, where does he go? Right center field. Thank you very much.
Hunter Renfroe leading it off here for the Padres in the bottom of the third inning.
And Hunter Renfroe hit a mistake last year as well off of Madison Bumgarner. Let's take a look. This last year, he wanted it inside. It was a fastball. He wants it down and in, and it leaks almost middle. And he spun on it nicely for the home run.
Tonight, doubling off Bumgarner in the first inning, driving in a run, scoring Manuel Margot, and at the time gave the Padres a 1-0 advantage. 3 for 4 so far with a double and home run, including tonight. Padres out hitting the Giants 4-1 in the game, on top 2-0. Pitch 40 of the game coming from Bumgarner.
Fastball away.
And going away is Renfroe with a base hit into right field. 2 for 2 against Bumgarner tonight. And a good start to the bottom of the third inning.
I think through time, Hunter Renfroe is going to realize that, you know, I don't have to come out of my shoes each and every time to be productive at the plate. That's all upper body. He got the foot down, but the hands were back, recognizing that pitch and just spraying it that way. Yeah, Hunter, there are as many hits out there to right as there are in the left center field gap and down the left field line.
So lead runner on here in the third inning. It is the third straight inning. The Padres have had the lead man on. Now Blash pops one up short right, and it's caught. Nicely done there by Panik with his back to the plate, able to make the grab, and Renfroe back to the bag at first as Blash is retired.
That's a nice play. That's a very nice play by Joe Panik. He actually starts to drift the other way, and the ball he catches on the far left side of his body as Hunter Pence is out of the picture. And then Hunter Renfroe, he's caught in between. If it drops, remember, it's a force play, but he gets back safely.
Nice play by Panik. Blash retired, and Sardinia is coming up. He's fouled out to Brandon Belt. A nice play by the Giants first baseman in the first. Soft toss over, and Renfroe back to the bag. Sardinia is 0 for 3 to begin the year and started spring training in the battle for the shortstop spot. Eric Ibar ended up winning that battle, and then Sardinia still got on the roster as utility guy. Played some outfield. Seen him in the infield, and today gets to start at third base. Drops the bunt down the first baseline foul. Bumgarner did not get a decision in the opening day start against Arizona. Despite pitching very well, he ended up with a no decision. Give up a single run in the first, single run in the second. Nothing else. Padres are driving up the pitch count for him. 2 in the third, and pitch 45 coming up for the left-hander. Sardinia hits it to left field. Parker going back onto the warning track to make the catch. And back to first goes Renfroe, and now 2 down. Well, tonight, Kaiser Permanente was proud to provide transportation for our community partner of the month, the Jackie Robinson YMCA, on the Fox Sports San Diego Fan Express. For more information, visit foxsportssandiego.com. They're having a good time here tonight. This is this big crowd on hand to see the Padres and the Giants in Game 2 of the 3-game series. Here's Austin Hedges, takes the curveball inside. Hedges flying out to left in the first inning. Lifts it high and far down the left field line. That ball is going to be a foul ball.
That is a tough pitch. Keep fair. And when Madison Bumgarner is on his game with that pitch down and in, yeah, you got to get the hand through, get that bat at an angle to where you can keep it fair, but very, very tough.
Wind kind of blowing from left to right at the moment. Wondered if that ball may get blown back.
Posey wants it in on contact. Boy, that's off the plate, and you can see Austin admiring that thing going foul. No way I was going to keep fair.
Swing and a miss, and that one by him at 93 miles an hour.
Okay, so he went down and in. He went away. Well, if I'm a betting man, I would have to say it's going to be something like maybe a slider down and away, because I peeked into Buster Posey and saw the sign.
How daring of you.
I was guessing. I was seeing that, but honestly, I was going to get something in. So if he would have thrown that pitch for a quality strike, he would have had me as a hitter looking probably. That's what amazes me about hitters. You just see the ball, try to react to it, and be successful at doing that.
Can't think too much.
No.
2-2. Fouls it off, went down to get it. Hedges has been frustrated so far. He's hit the ball hard, has nothing to show for it. So far, 0 for 13 to begin the year. Not the way he wanted to start the year.
No.
In the middle of a season, it's never a big deal. But to
that's
start the season,
that's
it's something
point.
else.
And with each at bat, I can only guess that the pressure starts to mount a little bit.
Press a little bit.
Yeah, you're right though. In the middle of July, you know, he's 0 for 13 or whatever.
So what?
Turn it around.
That elusive first hit. Trying to get it out of the way right here with Renfroe at first base, 2 down. Down and in, and again, had to get that back foot out of the way. Leadoff single by Renfroe. Blash popped out. Sardinia is flied out to the warning track in left field. Now Austin Hedges in a battle, full count. Fouled straight back.
Seems like he's peppering that strike zone all over the place. In, up, out, down.
This has been a good battle. 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up here to Austin Hedges.
Well, the swing and miss rate. Right-handed batters have missed on 2 of 23 swings.
Hedges will foul another one back. For getting a good workout at first base. Of course, running 3-2 with 2 outs here in each of the last 2 pitches, and they've been fouled back.
So they've been making contact. Not a lot of swings and misses.
This at bat will go into double figures. 10th pitch of the AB coming up. Hedges will foul off another one.
I love sneaking in and getting the signs from Buster Posey. See what he puts down here. Full count. A lot of foul balls off the bat of Austin Hedges. Curveball.
And Hedges will take it for ball 4. An 11 pitch at bat, and he works the walk. And he had to work for it, but he gets it. And that is the second walk given up by Bumgarner. And the Padres now have runners at first and second with 2 away. Alan Córdoba with his first hit in the major leagues.
Well, he went down and got a pitch for Bumgarner. If taken, probably a ball. Hit sharply. A 4-hopper. That'll go on the mantle.
Well, Córdoba had a very good spring. Got a good long look during the course of spring training. Saw him all over outfield, infield, and proved he could do it all. And Padres decided to hold on to him. Andy Green liked what he saw. He's got his first major league hit. Fly ball headed towards right field. Hunter Pence headed towards the line. Will make the catch that ends the inning. The Padres strand 2 more. They've left 6, but lead it 2-0. 2-0. Padres have the lead. Now that is dancing. Outstanding.
Yeah, take some lessons.
Tremendous. Well, Mark Sweeney joining us here for the next couple of innings. As always, great to see you, Mark.
Great seeing you guys. How about yesterday? Was that awesome?
Awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
It was great, John, wasn't it?
Great atmosphere here again tonight.
It was wicked awesome.
It was lit.
It was. It was great. We're seeing some really good play tonight with battling Madison Bumgarner.
Pitch count rising for Bumgarner. 58 pitches through the first 3 innings.
Mark, we just recently showed a graphic. Not a lot of swings and misses. Padres are making contact, fouling some pitches off, as Don said, getting the pitch count up.
You know, Mark, talked to Alan Zinter, the hitting coach today for the Padres, and he said, what do you think? And I said, they're battling. He goes, I love the way they're constructing at bats. If you think about trying to battle Madison Bumgarner, that's a benefit. Even foul balls is a benefit trying to drive that pitch count up, especially early in the year.
Well, Hunter Pence struck out swinging in the first inning. Total of 3 strikeouts for Chacin, and definitely a better outing right now for Chacin.
Mark Sweeney, we were talking last half inning about a hitter wearing the collar to start the season, to where in the middle of the year you take an 0 for 13, 0 for 14. It's kind of like, oh, it's overlooked, but how tough is it as a hitter to get off the schneid?
Well, it's tough. It's the only thing you can think about in your mind. You can't get it off your mind. And for just coming up and trying to get off to a good start, that is such a huge thing for every individual.
Well, Pence strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. 4 strikeouts now for Chacin.
Tremendous movement on the 2-seamer from Chacin, and this ball pretty much is the middle of the plate, but he lets the ball do the work. There's the 2-seamer, and Pence swings right over the top of it, underneath it rather. Over the top, he tipped it right over the top of it. Whatever, it's a swing and miss.
He's out. One out here in the 4th inning. Buster Posey grounded out to short his first time up.
Over it, under it.
Because a lot of fastballs, I mean, because of the movement, he got the top half, but a lot of hitters will swing underneath the fastball.
Taking some healthy hacks here at Chacin, but he is keeping them off balance.
A good mixture of pitches tonight by Chacin, and you can see lowest opponent average versus San Francisco. And that tells you, because he was in a Colorado Rockies uniform and felt very comfortable, but this is a good bounce back start for him.
Was he kind of leaning to get that, fouled it off.
I thought, Mark, you made a great point in his first start, trying to establish that slider, but different shapes of the slider, different movements, but also knowing when you have to start it as a strike and get it out of the strike zone.
Yeah, because it's got to entice the hitter. It's got to be around that corner, and that's why it's so important, Mark, to locate the fastball early, the command, because if you dot that outside corner, then you throw that slider, they'll offer it like that.
Solarte throws out Posey for the 2nd out here in the 4th inning.
No, if you're missing with the fastball, no command at all, they take this pitch. But because he has the good movement and the location of the fastball, that is the swing you want to see Buster Posey take all the time if you can. Very rare, because he can do some damage, but that's a nice pitch.
So 2 down here in the 4th inning brings up Brandon Crawford. Grounded out to shortstop in the 2nd inning. 6 ground ball outs, 4 strikeouts for Chacin. Only 1 ball has been put in the air by the Giants so far through 3 2/3 innings. That's a strike, and it's 0-2.
Isn't it fun to watch a guy pitching when he's on his game?
Oh, yeah.
On the ground, softly hit. Chacin's got to get over. He was kind of late, so Myers will take it himself. Tags the bag, ends the inning. A 1-2-3-4 for Chacin. A 2-0 Padres lead. Fox Sports San Diego presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Sycuan Casino. Sign up for the Padres Club Card today. By Jack in the Box, introducing the new Brunch Fest menu. It's brunch time anytime at Jack in the Box. And by the all-new Subaru Impreza. Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 28 miles per gallon. More than a car, it's a Subaru. And it is on to the bottom of the 4th inning. Jhoulys Chacín leading it off, Padres pitcher, 9-1-2. Got the sacrifice bunt down first time up. Retired 2-4, but helped move Cordoba along, who came around to score the Padres' second run. Gets a piece, stays alive here, 1-2. Padres out hitting the Giants 5-1 and enjoy this 2-0 advantage right now. But Padres have had a chance to do more damage. They have stranded 6 base runners through the first 3 innings. Left the bases loaded in the first, left the runner at second in the second, and runners at first and second in the third.
You know, Mark Sweeney, we talked about it. Madison Bumgarner obviously is one of those pitchers you don't want to have him find that groove. You want to get a handful of runs if you can against him early. Because once he does find that groove, he's done right nasty, you know.
Yeah, I got to agree with you, Mark. And you think about why you talk about an ace. What makes them an ace? It's because they grind it out, especially with runners in scoring position. It doesn't happen too many times, but he's made his pitches when he's had to. And that's pretty important. Like you said, Mark, you don't want to have him get into a groove, even if it's his last part of his start.
Strike 3 call, and Chacín will take with him the second strikeout for a Bumgarner.
When you think about what makes Manny Margot so special, we've seen some really good highlights early in the season. There's 3 elements to his swing that you love to break down. And in our Fox Vision, you see dancing with the pitcher. When he moves, you move. That leg kick, and then also head down on contact. I've been very impressed with his vision and swing and throughout the baseball. You've seen that length through the baseball. That's the reason why we saw the home runs yesterday and also the doubles today. This young man has the ability to impact a ball game both offensively and defensively.
Don, I said it when we came on the air. Boston's loss, San Diego's gain.
Well, he has been tremendous. We got to look at it last year. You know, you got just a taste at the end of last season of what he can do. And well, he was fun to watch, and you knew coming into this year, spring training, played very well and starts the year here off terrifically with the Padres. Grounded to third, picked on the backhand by Nunez. 2 down. This time has been retired after doubling in the first and second innings. Will Myers 0 for 2. Rounded out to third in the first, struck out looking in the second. Rounds it to third, and Nunez again. Throw is off the mark, and it pulls Belt off the bag. Myers is safe. Threw it to the outfield side, and Belt did not keep contact with the first base bag. And we'll see here if the Giants are going to challenge this. Bumgarner looks like he wants them to as he looks into the dugout.
Well, it's the second time Will Myers has hustled down the line, and the impact of the throw, yanking this to the outfield side.
That's going to be a tough one.
You're wondering if they have the right angle to see this play, because Brandon Belt does all he can to stay on the bag. Well, it's effort you can control, and Will Myers is doing that by getting down the line, making it uncomfortable for the infielders.
And they charge the air to Nunez on the throw, the 5. So 2 down, Myers at first base. No challenge here by the Giants. And here's Yangervis Solarte. First to check on Myers at first base. Hit by a pitch in the first, flied out to center field in the second.
Ideal time for Wil Myers to take that opportunity, try to get his first back.
Yeah, Bumgarner does not have the best move. He uses a slide step right there. So it's all predicated on as soon as that leg comes up, you're going, it's a 50-50. Can't wait till the left-hander commits to the plate. It'll be too late. It's a pretty good lead when you get out to that cutout of the grass there.
That's the biggest lead he's had. And it's fouled back. He was sort of headed back towards first base there when Bumgarner was coming home.
Well, sometimes as a base runner, you act like you're going, but your first move, especially against the left-handers, get back. You don't want to get picked off. Trying to buy that hitter a fastball. Oh, guys, before when Tony La Russa was with the St. Louis Cardinals, he asked his hitters, he actually had a sign with us to try to get out and look like you're trying to steal. Try to get a bigger lead and have those mannerisms like you're going. Try to get in the head of the pitchers.
There's a quick toss over there by Bumgarner. Big lead again from Myers, right to that cutout there. Fly ball right field. Starting back was Pence. Now he's coming in full bore, and he'll make the running catch. Went down to his knees to make the grab. He got a bad read in right field, but able to make the catch. Solarte frustrated. 2-0 Padres. As the day after the Padres score 5 or more runs, get 50% off any regular menu price online order at papajohns.com. Enter promo code Padres5. Park at the Park is filled out there, and it is a beautiful night here tonight. Late afternoon, early evening in San Diego. The middle game of the 3-game series between the Padres and Giants.
How much fun is it out there?
Oh, tremendous.
Look at that view.
You look at it.
that never gets old.
You had it right and foul.
That's the first one of the year.
I love that expression.
No, it's not actually. LA, he got me.
I got him.
Oh, take a look at this. He said, no, you look at it. I said, okay.
It never gets old.
Yeah, no. I tend to think it does, actually.
John Farrell. John Farrell, I swear, got me.
He got me too.
First time. the manager of the Red Sox.
He got me in 1993 with the Vancouver Canadians.
Yeah, same place. Me
Yeah?
too.
Really?
Yeah.
I just missed you, I think.
94, I was there.
In the air to center off the bat of Nunez. Manuel Margot in center field. One down here in the fifth. This is a much different Jhoulys Chacín we are seeing here tonight.
Well, this soft pitch, it just caught the hitter off guard, and when you do that, you drift. And Mark Sweeney, you can elaborate. Watch, he's out in front. See how it's all arms, and he's catching it out front.
Yeah, it's different shapes to the breaking ball. Also throwing strikes when he needs to get ahead, to set up pitches. You can see right on the edge off the plate, and the awkward swings tell the story for Jhoulys Chacín to this point.
Joe Panik getting his second look at Chacín. Flied out to center field in the second inning, 0 for 1. Seven groundouts, 4 Ks, and just a couple in the air. Now another grounder off the glove of Myers, and by the time Solarte can run it down, reaching at first base would be Panik. That's the first hit since the first inning allowed by Chacín, and Myers almost got to that.
As a pitcher, you're focused on pitching down in the zone, and that was evident with the graphic we saw, the ground balls. Well, Jhoulys Chacín got the ground ball. There's nothing you can do. They can hit a hole. It could go off a glove. He did his job, and it was a good effort by Wil Myers. Just could not come up with it cleanly. Great effort, though, by the Padre first baseman.
So 1 out, Panik at first base, and the Padres are going to a shift on the right side, but they keep it pretty tight to the infield with the double play possibility still in order. And Jared Parker at the plate for the Giants. Grounds it softly. Myers will get the lead runner at second. No return throw to first. The force out of Panik, 2 down.
Now, Don Mark, this is what makes Wil Myers very comfortable at first base. His accuracy with his throwing arm. Off of Parker's bat, this is a swing and very soft ground ball. You have to be very aggressive to catch it on that second hop, and then the accuracy to Sardinas. He can throw from different angles too. To drop that arm down as a first baseman, you have to have the ability to throw from multiple angles.
Well, Madison Bumgarner, always a threat to go deep. 2 for 3 on the year, and the 2-part, both home runs, solo shots on opening day for Madison Bumgarner. 16 in his career, most among active pitchers right now in the majors. Leads off and is ahead 2-0.
Think about it, guys. 13 of those 16 have come in his last 199 at bats. It's pretty impressive. Just over 15 at bats per home run.
Well, he's pitching to him like he's a number 4 or 5 hitter. 3 straight curveballs in a row. Comes another breaking ball.
On the ground to third, Sardinas will take a step or 2. Fire across to end the inning. Another good inning for Chacín. Halfway through, he and his Padres have a 2-0 lead.
we're still going to work mechanically, and that's at this level. It should be almost all psychological. We're still going to work mechanically, and that's one of the things that I'm trying to implement this year. Is we're going to work on your swing. If you need to feel like you have to work on your swing, we're going to do that earlier in the day, and throughout the rest of the day, we're going to have a slow burn to get ready to hit and get ready to compete. So we can't, like, 2 hours before the game trying to be fixing a swing and then expect you to go in there and be mentally ready to hit when you're trying something new.
You know, Alan Zinter, the hitting coach of the Padres, wanted to implement this strategy. And yes, you could talk mechanics earlier in the day, but lock it in to the mentality of what you're trying to feature in going against the Madison Bumgarner, the Clayton Kershaws of this division. And it's a happy balance for the hitting coach.
Hunter Renfroe grounds one foul. I don't know what you guys think, but I just feel like this year for Alan Zinter coming in, last year when he came in to join the organization, he had older guys on the team, some veterans been around. This year he comes in, these are all different guys, younger guys for the most part. That, I think, made a real difference.
Yeah, it's a trust factor too. We always talk about no matter what coach you're going to do, you have to have trust with your players. But Alan Zinter has bought into their process and what they're trying to bring every single day, every individual. That's the reason why the Travis Jankowskis and Yangervis Solartes, they buy into Alan Zinter's philosophy.
And the perfect personality, too, for Alan Zinter. Don't you think?
I do. He's ideal to develop, but also enhance. And you think about what he's gone through in his own career, his own experiences. That's what he brings to the table every single day.
He's a guy that spent 14 years in the minor leagues before he got his first major league at bat.
And he was the #1 pick, was he not?
Yes, he was.
Right out of Arizona.
Yep.
And he was great in Ocean's 11.
I couldn't believe they stole that money.
Danny Ocean.
Popped up foul off to the right out of play.
That's a great call. I mean, just spending a little bit of time with Alan Zinter and knowing what the process is, he buys into every individual here, knows how important it is. And listen, if guys are hitting very well, he's taking in the offers and trying to battle the next day with him.
And you know what I found during the course of my career, and Mark, you can elaborate on this, but when you were struggling, and this is the part of the game that I really disliked, coaches avoided you sometimes like you had the plague. That's when you need your coach to step in, and Alan Zinter seems to be that type of guy. Hey, if the guy's swinging bat well, hey, leave him alone. Just, a couple of fine points here to kind of keep things in order. But if you're struggling, you need that coach to be there for you.
Yeah, he's going to be pulling up the chair and having conversations, not waiting until he gets into the cage, where that's their sanctuary. That's where you have those very in-depth conversations you have to have. But Alan understands the importance of it's day by day. It's a process, and trusting what you're trying to work on. It's not immediate success all the time. And Alan knows that because he's been around a lot of really good hitters, and he's impacted their careers just as well.
And we're talking with Jabari Blash during the course of spring training. Blash strikes out here on the curveball, and that's 3 strikeouts now for Bumgarner, 2 down here in the 5th inning. Bumgarner starting to settle in here. That's the bad news. The good news is that pitch count. Up throw his 82nd pitcher with 2 down in the 5th inning. Luis Sardinia is getting his 3rd look at Bumgarner of the night. Little dribbler down the 3rd baseline. Little kick foul. Sardinia's put a charge into one last time up, flying out to the warning track in left field. Big league time last year, both of these Seattle Mariners and the San Diego Padres for Sardinias.
You see the velocity on the fastball there, 92. That's been the tops tonight. I've been seeing him grunting a little bit, and it's still 89, 90 miles an hour. The velocity is not there as consistently tonight.
Off the glove, Bumgarner stays with it, and has no play. Off the backside of the hill, down to his knees, and a little bobble even then. So Sardinas a reach with 2 down here in the 5th inning.
You know, I could be wrong on this, but I think that was one of the first changeups I've seen tonight from Madison Bumgarner, and Sardinas reaches for that and gets down the line very nicely, but that initial grab for the baseball cannot find the handle.
You can't stick a fork in it.
No.
So 2 down. Sardinas at first base. Austin Hedges rips this foul back into the seats.
You know, with Austin Hedges, it's just getting the first. And it doesn't matter if it's off the end of the bat, if it's a jam shot, the swinging bunt. That's what he needs, just to relax. That's the difficult part. And the question that you asked me earlier, Mark, that's the tough part about starting the season off. But to me, Austin just looks a little hard at taking aggressive swings, but a lot of foul balls.
In a situation like that, Mark, would it be fair to say you concentrate on, you know, the gaps and maybe center the diamond, maybe the other way? If
Yeah, you saw him in spring training. He looked like he was concentrating on that right center. Yeah, just let it travel a little bit more. Very difficult to loosen up your body when you have so much stress and that angst inside you to try to get that first one.
In the air to left field. Parker will have room as he moves over towards the line and makes the catch that ends the 5th inning. Padres have a 2-0 advantage at the end of 5. Montgomery, and a much better start here for Jhoulys Chacín in tonight's game than on opening day. Chacín has been very good so far, only giving up the 2 hits, 1 in the 1st and 1 in the 5th inning. Offensively for the Padres, Hunter Renfroe with his double in the 1st inning would score Manuel Margot, give the Padres a 1-0 advantage. Then Margot again down the line in left field, a double to the corner. They would score Cordoba, who had just gotten his first major league hit. Gave the Padres a 2-0 advantage, and now it is on to inning number 6 for Jhoulys Chacín. And it is a ball to Denard Span. Top of the order for the Giants. Brandon Belt and Hunter Pence to follow. Anybody gets on, and Buster Posey will have a chance.
Fair to say that this could be somewhat of a, I don't want to say a challenge inning, but you know, anytime 3rd time around. Chacín has got the good action on the slider, the sinker, keeping it down in the zone. The ground balls are evident.
Bob Scanlon, what have you seen from Chacín tonight?
lack of command that he had of his off-speed pitches. So far tonight, he's thrown 31 breaking balls, 23 of them for strikes. So obviously that's been an important weapon for him tonight to keep these batters off balance.
Center field, Margot will get there.
Big first out.
One down, and it brings up Brandon Belt. And Scan, it must have been a long week, really, for Chacín as a starter. As you know, we going after a tough outing, having to wait till your next start.
Well, but as you can attest to, I'm sure as well, there is nothing worse than having a less than supreme outing and having to wait around for those next 4 days.
I said that when Chacín took the hill, Bob. You're absolutely right. And, you know, it works both ways, because if you throw a gem, you know, it's nice to come to the park the next day and enjoy the ball game and sit on the bench after recording the W, but still you have to wait 4 or 5 days to go out there and try to twirl again. So it works both ways, I think.
Brandon Belt grounding into the shift on the right side for the second out of the inning.
And to your point, Mark, I was thinking about Clayton Richard after his amazing outing and just seeing him at the ballpark the next day thinking, you were having so much fun doing your work today. Just being able to reflect on the outing that you had yesterday. But you know what? Sometimes when you don't have those great outings, you're actually more focused and more motivated and more determined over the next 4 days to make sure that that next outing is where you want it to be. Obviously, Chacín has taken that approach because he looks really sharp here tonight.
That ground ball to the right side is the 10th ground ball induced by Chacín in his outing. There's another. Sardinia is charging in from third base on the run and in time. Chacín has a 1-2-3 inning on 7 pitches. Has a 2-0 lead as well. Two to nothing. Padres have the lead. How much fun is that mud right there? That is you written all over it. The sandbox out there. Huh?
I love the sandbox. Follow Padres Baseball live with the MLB.com at-bat mobile app. Stay connected to the game's best players all season long with game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcast, stats, news, and more. Download MLB.com at-bat today. It's your #1 app for live baseball.
That was my fault. I should not have gotten you sidetracked there. You had business to do, and then I got you sidetracked thinking about
good.
Playing.
It's all about adjustments.
Yeah.
We got the promo in.
Bunt bid, and it's fouled off. Alan Cordoba batting out of the 8 spot, so it's 8-9-1 here for the Padres in the last of the 6th inning. Cordoba from Panama. He's not played above rookie ball level prior to this year. That is strike 3. So Bumgarner picks up his 4th strikeout. It's not been a huge strikeout night. I told you in his first outing on opening day had 11 Ks in 7 innings against the Diamondbacks. That is strikeout number 4, and it opens up the bottom of the 6th inning. Jhoulys Chacín gets his 3rd look at Bumgarner. The sacrifice bunt in the 2nd, struck out looking in the 4th inning. Straightens him up and has to jump out of the box to get away from that. Cordoba just 21 years old. Yeah, grounder foul off the bat of Chacín, who will have Margot follow him here in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. With the hack there, Bumgarner's got some good movement going right now. Outfield about straight away and not deep here on the pitcher. As Chacín takes a close pitch and Bumgarner wanted it. Sal Elmo did not give it to him and saw the shoulders drop.
Fastball in.
Swing and a miss. Elevated, and Chacín struck out. Back-to-back Ks, 5 in all. Let's time out for the Bill Howell play of the game, and they are plays of the game in this case, and it is Manuel Margot. Couple doubles in this game. Double in the 1st. And a double in the 2nd, which would bring in a run. Scored Cordoba. And at the time gave the Padres a 2-0 advantage, and here it is, 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th.
I've noticed about Margot, he can really turn on that fastball the inside part of the plate. That was evident on that double we just saw.
Albert Cabrera getting it done as this one is softly grounded towards first base. Belt is going to try to tag and did not, and he's safe at first base. And arguing here, Brandon Belt, is that he ran out of the baseline, and agreeing with him is Paul Emmel, the home plate umpire. So Belt said he went out of the baseline. The home plate umpire indicated that he did. Honora didn't think he did. The first base umpire called him safe. No challenge from Andy Green. And the inning ends. 2-0 Padres.
San Diego Padres are having a workout tonight. Why? Jhoulys Chacin is really using the grass and working down in the zone. There's a breaking ball. The Giants consistently tonight hitting the top half of the baseball and making the plays for the right-hander. He's induced, after all told, 11 groundouts for Jhoulys Chacin. There you see the line. 6 solid innings, only 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. And there's a good first pitch breaking ball for a strike. He is in a groove. He's got that release point down.
Buster Posey, Brandon Crawford, Eduardo Nunez here in the 7th. Posey 0 for 2. Saw the graphic in the 11 groundouts induced by Chacin. 2 of them belong to Buster Posey.
He's mixing in a nice curveball there for strike 2.
Chacin wanted that. Posey to ground out to shortstop in the 1st, ground out to 2nd in the 4th inning. I feel story time coming on here.
You know, one of the nice things about being in baseball is that you get some equipment to where you can explain something as far as what a pitcher is doing.
Did you steal this from somewhere in the building? Do they know you have it?
You know, this was given to us. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
5th strikeout for Chacin. First time Posey's down by way of the K.
That's the 2-seam fastball that comes back and gets the outside. Look at it come back perfectly.
One down for Brandon Crawford, who is 0 for 2. Just grounded out to short, grounded out to 1st. Ground ball right side again. Solarte drifts to the outfield grass. Nice play. 4-3 as Crawford retired Solarte with a good rangy play that took him a stride deep under the outfield grass.
We have a home plate here. This was given to us maybe a few years ago, but I like to use it to illustrate exactly what Chacin is doing tonight. And I'm going to be like the pitcher, and I'm throwing towards home plate. And you know, if you're at home watching, okay, you're the hitter, right? I'm the pitcher. But what he's doing is this: 2-seamers away to right. He's doing this. Now look at where it's crossing the plate right there. He's going with the breaking ball down and away here. He's staying out of this. He's doing this. That's a beautiful pitch too. He's doing this with the ball. He's doing that with the ball. He's going up and down, but staying out of this middle 3rd. If you can eliminate that and stay over here, well, I tell you what, you're going to have a good night in the big leagues. And when he is throwing the ball down the center of the plate, he's got such good movement on the 2-seamer. He's got such good movement on the 2-seam fastball that he could throw it towards the middle of the plate, and the ball will leak towards the inside part of the plate to the righties to get in on him.
Ahead 0-2. And it's fouled off, kind of an emergency swing by Nunez.
Like that last pitch, okay, out of the hand, it had the illusion like he was going to catch this part of the plate, but it ended up down and in to the righty.
So it looks like it's going to be somewhere here, but
exactly.
it ends up here or there.
And that's why you saw that bad swing.
In the air to right, Renfroe moving towards the corner back, and it's going to be off his glove. He kicks it to the corner. Meanwhile, Nunez will stop at 2nd, but he has got himself a 2-out double. Renfroe going into the corner. That ball just kept moving away from him. They get part of him on it, but it'll be a double with 2 outs. He had a long way to go.
And you know what? Hunter wants that one back. Oh, that's a catchable ball. He should have had that ball.
Andy Green making his way to the mound here with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Brad Hand is up in the pen, and out of this game is Chacin. So the crowd will let him know what they think of him as coming off his Chassin. Very good outing. Lead over the Giants. Nicely done by Jhoulys Chassin in tonight's game. Padres starter going 6 2/3. He does leave, responsible for the runner at second. The pitching change is brought to you by El Cajon Ford as Brad Hand, the reliable Brad Hand, into the game.
I'll tell you what, that's a good night in the big leagues for Jhoulys Chassin, throwing a 3-hitter in those 6 2/3 frames. Well, Brad Hand, we talked about his great numbers last year, and he's got some work to do here to try to leave that runner stranded for Chassin.
Breaking ball drops in there for strike one. Joe Panik had one of the 3 hits allowed by Chassin. Single to right his last time up in the 5th inning. There's Eduardo Nunez at second base with 2 down here in the 7th.
Nice block.
Austin Hedges gives the signs out there to Brad Hand.
Well, it's first sign after 2, it's a slider. We went 2-3, down and away.
Runner takes off for third. The pitch is swung and fouled off. Nunez would have had third base stolen, but it's fouled off by Joe Panik. Sardinia is cutting in from third base here to join the conversation. So Cordoba comes from short. Pretty getting in on it now. We'll break up here. And never really looked in the direction of Nunez, so we figured I'll just take third base, and would have, if not for the foul ball by Joe Panik. Chassin has to be pleased with his outing tonight. 6 2/3, allowed no runs. He's responsible for Nunez at second. Ball fouled back to the screen.
Chassin was dicing and slicing tonight. Both sides of the plate. He had some of these giant hitters way off balance and not taking good hacks. Remember that one hack Buster Posey took early where he was just literally, bent over at the waist, trying to cover that outside part of the plate. And when you do that, you're doing something right.
I saw Hunter Pence throw his bat at a pitch. Foul back to the screen, still 1-2. Jared Parker is on deck. But there are 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. So we get into that area where Andy Green likes to use hand and then Buchter. Aaron Hill has actually come out on deck. He would bat for Parker with the left-hander hand out there right now. Bumgarner looking on, has thrown 98 pitches through the first 6 innings. A 1-2 from Brad Hand. Ground ball to first. Myers has got it. He'll take it to the bag, and Hand is out of the jam. We now go to Mike Pomerantz and Mark Sweeney for the ultimate baseball break, brought to you by T-Mobile.
Don, thanks very much. Here's your T-Mobile Unlimited baseball game recap as your Padres lead the Giants 2-0 right now. Manny Margot 2 for 4 so far, a couple of doubles and an RBI. Hunter Renfroe in there with 2 for 3 night going. The double in the RBI, and a great outing from Jhoulys Chacin, who has gone 6 2/3, and Brad Hand in on relief of him. Welcome to outside here. It's Mark Sweeney and Mike Pomerantz with you. It is time to talk National League West. You got the Giants in there. A lot of people think they might win this division. The Dodgers always tough, but I know it's early out of the gates. But it's Arizona and Colorado who are leading the division currently. I want to take a further look at that as we check in with our T-Mobile Unlimited Baseball big story. And Mark, let's start with the Rockies.
Mike, there's a lot of depth in this division, and why? Because the Rockies shored up their bullpen. Greg Holland gives them identity. Already 3 saves on the season, and that's tied for first in Major League Baseball. He has lights out stuff, but you're wondering if he can sustain a full year after a full year out of the game. And then Arizona, A.J. Pollock, injury was devastating to them last year. He has started off very hot. This is an MVP candidate to go along with Paul Goldschmidt that I think can be a difference maker. You're wondering if these two teams can meet those expectations of the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Well, let's take a look at what's going on in the rest of baseball. A couple of other hot teams of note here as we continue our T-Mobile Unlimited baseball break. The Twins 4-1 right now. Miguel Sano off to a hot start, 6 runs scored, and the Orioles and Dylan Bundy also picking up the pace. So that's a good look at what's going on around baseball right now. Let's get you back up to the booth and head up to Don Orsillo and Mark Grant. Gents.
All right, Mike and Mark, thanks very much as we play along here to the bottom of the 7th inning. This crowd tonight, 42,397 on hand tonight for Game 2, the middle game of this 3-game series between the Padres and the Giants. And this place is rocking and rolling again here tonight after a great opening day, and the Padres on top 2-0 with Will Myers leading it off here. Yangervis Solarte and Hunter Renfroe expected here in the top of the 7th inning. Popped up foul off to the right, out of play. Myers has grounded out to third, struck out looking, and reached on an error committed by Eduardo Nunez at third base.
Well, time for the Padres to hopefully add on, but the blueprint is there as far as using the bullpen. Brad Hand did his job.
Myers to right field. Pence running towards the line. Will get there for the first out of the inning.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
1 out in the 7th. 5 in a row retired by Bumgarner, who has gotten stronger as his outing has gone on. The Padres getting a run in the 1st and 2nd, have not scored since. They've had their chances, leaving 8 men on. With 1 out, here's Solarte. Popped up, foul ground. From first comes Belt. No play.
Boy, he loves that first pitch.
Yes, he does. Been consistent. Look out, Bob Scanlon.
Scanlon was always good going to his right.
Hey guys, there was a reason I was on the mound, and it was because I couldn't catch the ball. So I'm getting as far away from those things as I can.
That was right over by you, yeah?
Hey, the last thing we want is sideline reporter interference, right?
Absolutely.
I might get escorted out of the ballpark.
You're looking out for the club.
Hey, whatever it takes to help the team, guys.
That's right.
On the ground to third, Nunez plants and throws. Solarte's out number 2, 5-3 this time. Going to bring up Hunter Renfroe. Had a good night for Renfroe. 2 hits and an RBI, double and a single. Before Bumgarner finally got him in the 5th inning to ground out to third base. Renfroe enjoying his time against Bumgarner. It's not been a problem. Six in a row now retired by Bumgarner. Up over 100 pitches at 103. Grounder softly to Nunez. It's a 1-2-3 7th. We're headed for the 8th. That was a 6-pitch inning for Bumgarner.
And hopefully we get a chance to see Brandon Maurer like we did last night.
Mike, locking down the 9th inning, so crucial on the fastball, the velocity on the fastball, plus the aggressiveness. Simplify it because Brandon Maurer has the stuff. Have confidence and conviction, and that's what he did yesterday.
His stuff was absolutely filthy yesterday. Like we were saying, 97 at the floor and the knees is as unhittable as you get in baseball. When Mark and I see on Padres Live, the post-game show, Don and Mark, we're going to have that. We'll also hear from Andy Green, and we're going to talk about what seems to be a great series going for Manny Margot. So we'll see you after the final out.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We play along here to the 8th inning, and Brad Hand is back out there to start the 8th inning after he closed the 7th inning. Pinch hitter Aaron Hill is batting. He played in left field yesterday for the Giants. And he pinch hits here for Jared Parker, a left fielder. A 1-for-6 start for the veteran.
Likes to go the other way, handles the bat well, using that whole field.
Strike over the outside corner from Hand. And came into the game with 2 outs, and Nunez at second base. Got Joe Panic to ground out to first.
And the big key is to get to Denard Span with nobody on base here in this inning. Take a look at most strikeouts by relievers. Brad Hand, top 5.
Rip foul out ahead.
Looks like Brad Hand, he was the 4th finger on that handful of relievers, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Nelson Bumgarner has come out on deck. 104 pitches through the first 7 innings. It looks like he's going to stay in this game. Swing and a miss, and Hill strikes out. First out here in the 8th inning.
Big sweeper. Look at out of the hand. The great rotation starts way up, and then look where it ends up. Right over the bat, about thigh high. just off the inside part of the dish.
So 1 out, and here is Madison Bumgarner. Not quite as loud as he was on opening day with the 2 home runs. 0 for 2 in this game. Striking out, grounding out, but that was against Chacin. And if you're just joining us, starter tonight for the Padres, Jhoulys Chacin, 6 2/3. 3 hits, no runs, walked a batter, struck out 5. 95 pitches. Fly ball, right center field. Renfroe and Margot come together. It's Renfroe. 2 down. Top of the order, Denard Span coming up.
And exactly the way you want to face the top of the order. 2 outs.
Span tonight has grounded out, walked, and lined out to center. Strike over the outside corner. Here to the game last night, pinch hitting in the 9th inning. Been his first appearance since opening day. Bothered by the left hip tightness. He's 33 years old. 2nd season with the Giants. Little check swing right back to Hand. He'll flip to first, and Brad Hand has an easy 1, 2, 3, 8th inning. Padres have a 2-0 lead. The Padres and Giants play here tonight in game 2 of the series. Padres get a run in the first, a run in the second, and they enjoy a 2-0 lead as they come to bat in the 8th. And it's Jabari Blash leading it off against Madison Bumgarner, who is back out there again. Bumgarner, 105 pitches in his outing. Batted for himself in the top half of the inning, which gave the impression he was coming back out, and here he is. Blash kind of got jammed and pops it up short and left. Out is Crawford. The Giants shortstop takes care of out number 1. He's now 8 in a row retired by Bumgarner as we take a look and revisit the keys to the game. Brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Well, continue to execute. We talked about long ball, small ball, moving the runners. Padres 1 sacrifice bunt and 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. And also avoid Bum K. The strikeout from Bumgarner, 5 strikeouts. He has definitely found his groove after that 2nd inning. Padres hitting extra base hits early on, but after that, the only time a runners reached second base after the 2nd inning was in the 3rd. Left stranded was Hunter Renfroe. So he is locked in, Bumgarner.
Luis Sardinez is 1 for 3. Got an infield hit in the 5th. Now it's a ground ball. Grass cutter down to Nunez at third. Across the diamond, 2 down.
I like that grass cutter.
You like that?
Yeah, that's good.
Mixing in some of my new smack as time goes on. 2 away here in the 8th. 9 in a row. As you see the double-barreled action now in the bullpen for the Giants. Tough crowd out there in the bullpen. Austin Hedges will take a pitch outside. Fans can get pretty close.
In Philly, it's really bad.
Wrigley Field used to be pretty bad, right? You could sit down there.
You know, the bullpens now are underneath now, aren't they? The outfield wall. They're no longer in foul territory down the lines. Yeah, in Philadelphia, they purposely put the visitors up top to where the crowd can stand on a railing and you will get an earful.
Great.
And it's not G-rated.
Hedges swings through that and is down 1 and 2. Does that bother you as you warm up? I mean,
I used it as incentive. You block it out. But I'll be honest with you, if you hear a good insult, you kind of chuckle. It's kind of good.
Hedges has fly to left, walked, and fly to left again.
Tough here with 2 strikes to avoid the strikeout. Let's see if Austin tries to maybe poke something the other way. Brandon Belt is way off the bag at first base.
Goes down to get that, stays alive. Well, tomorrow the finale of this 3-game series. We'll play day baseball, and here's the matchup. Should be a great one. Johnny Cueto, who was arguably the best opposing pitcher that the Padres faced last season, ended up 18-5 against Clayton Richard, coming off his amazing outing. And of course, 1 o'clock pregame tomorrow. Padres Live gets you ready for our game tomorrow in the finale of this very brief homestand. On the ground, up the middle, and it's picked by Crawford. Spins and throws to first. And Hedges got to be thinking to himself, what do I got to do to get a base hit? Crawford robbed him there. We go to the 9th, 2-0 Padres. Presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Jerome's Furniture, where Jerry's price is the lowest price every day. By Petco, your complete pet store with all the nutrition, supplies, and services you need. And by your San Diego County Lexus dealers, who invites you to test drive a Lexus today. It is on to the 9th inning, and into the game for the Padres is Ryan Buchter. Mauer had gone back-to-back days pitching the finale in Los Angeles. And of course, the save yesterday from Mauer, so it is Buchter He comes out here trying to nail it down for the Padres in the 9th inning.
He had one save last year for the Padres, 3-0 record, a stellar ERA last year of 2.86. Early on in the season, his second game for Ryan Buchter.
Padres in a shift on the right side as Brandon Belt stands in on the left side. Also into the game for defensive purposes in left field is Travis Jankowski, as Travis has taken over for Jabari Blash out there in left. On the ground into the shift, Myers to the backhand and to the bag for out number 1. So 1 away, and it's time now for the Carl's Jr. star of the game. And how about Jhoulys Chacin in this game tonight? Outstanding in 6 2/3.
He had it working in the first inning. He gave up a double, left stranded. Second inning, 1, 2, 3, a base runner in the third, and he was cruising along all night. What was working for him? Oh yeah, the slider down and away. Why? Because he had command of the fastball to both sides of the plate. And when the infielders are busy, they are A-okay with that. I couldn't get it out. I'm so excited. They are A-okay with that. Plenty of work for the infielders tonight. My goodness.
1 out for Hunter Pence. Pence is 0 for 3 on the day. And a big hack there. Another defensive change for the Padres as well. Eric Ibar has taken over at shortstop, so you get Ibar coming into the game and Jankowski coming into the game. Defensive reasons here in the 9th inning. 1 out. 0-2 to Pence. Up and away. Oh, and got away on the 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Madison Bumgarner did all he could do through 114 pitches. Retired the last 10 Padres that he faced. Swing and a miss, and Pence strikes out. 2 down in the 9th. First strikeout for Buchter. 7th strikeout for Padres pitching.
Buchter go with the four-seam high heat.
Looked like it was rising.
Tough to get on top of that one, even though he missed with location. Austin Hedges was set up inside. That's 91. And Pence was late on it.
2 down in the 9th inning. Buster Posey. Oh for 3. 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Down and in for ball 1. Posey to left, down the line towards the corner, and a foul ball. Right down in that left field corner. He was out ahead. And a loud strike evens the count at 1-1.
Just a little bit too quick out in front of it. Off the fence, strike 1.
Posey now. If he gets on, Brandon Crawford would be next. The 1-1. Ball 2. From Buchter. Into center field and a base hit for Posey as Margot moves over to cut it off. Buster Posey with a 2-out single is aboard. So the tying run will come to the plate here for the Giants in the 9th inning.
Well, he's one tough out. 2-1 fastball, and Buster Posey, who gets great plate coverage. They're playing him to pull. This ball in between Ibar and the second base bag.
Well, Brandon Crawford There's a lefty-lefty matchup. Crawford does have a home run on the young season. 0 for 3 in the ball game tonight. Runner goes. Crawford takes. Ball 1. Close pitch. Defensive indifference as Posey takes second base. Let's see where this ended up.
Yeah, off the plate a little bit, but Austin Hedges did everything he could to try to frame that one. And with that defensive indifference, now the Padres can't go the short way at second base on the force to end this one.
Swing and a miss. That one by him. The fastball. Running 1-1. 42,397. Standing is 1 here at Petco Park in San Diego. 2 outs in the 9th for Ryan Buchter. Line to left, and that's going to get in for a hit. Jankowski will get it back in as Posey will score, and this is a 1-run game. The Giants gather a run with 2 outs here in the 9th inning. Crawford comes up with the RBI base hit to left.
Good hitting, not over swinging, Brandon Crawford, and he gets a pitch outer half. It just doesn't try to do too much. Nice easy swing. The foot is down, the hands are back, and spanks it to left field for the RBI. And Travis Jankowski, I mean, they're playing, you know, get that ball into second base, keep that runner at first base.
2 down in the 9th inning. Eduardo Nunez. In the air to left field. Jankowski moving in and under. Padres win! Ryan Buchter comes in and closes the door on the San Francisco Giants. Padres win the game. Padres win the series. Ryan Buchter gets it done here tonight. Mike Pomerantz, what's on tap?
We're coming up there, Bob. When we see in just a couple of moments on Padres Live, a post-game show, you can hear from Andy Green. Break down Jhoulys Chacín's night, and Manny Margot does it again.